Fred Moore here, keynote speaker, entertainer, and bald guy with this edition of 101 Life Secrets. Today, it's number 26. Of course correct. What? Of course. What are you talking about, Fred? Well, here's the thing. When you set a goal that I know you have, everyone has. I hope you have a goal, right? Your goal might be to just get through this video. I don't know. When you set yourself a goal and it's got a deadline and it's a realistic goal and you take some actions towards that goal, wow, what a concept, right? Actually doing something to try to get to your goal. Whoa, magic formula. There are times when what you're doing is not going to be working. It's not going to be working, not getting you closer to your goal. You may be getting further away from your goal. That's when it's time to course correct. The analogy here is, let's say you're on a plane flying from Los Angeles to New York City. The plane takes off and it's heading towards New York City. Straight line, boom, right? Me to you, there we go. We're flying. Well, throughout that flight, there are outside forces that are affecting the course of that flight. The wind is blowing, the air temperature, other airplanes are flying through the traffic, whatever. There's going to be things that are going to push that plane off course. Just like when you're trying to go for your goal, there are going to be outside forces that are going to push you off the path that you are on towards this goal. There's going to be outside influences. Your friends, don't go to the gym today. Come with me instead and we'll go get a burger and some fries and some donuts. Yeah. There may be situations that come up, right? You're going for this, you're trying to save money and there's an expense that comes up. Oh no, now you're off course from your goal. What tends to happen is when we as people get pushed off course towards our goal, it's hard for us to get back on that path towards the goal. It's hard for us to take immediate action to course correct. And why is that? Well, this thing usually comes up unexpected, right? We don't know what's going on. We're influenced by our friends, by your situation, whatever. And the actions we're taking to get to our goal are usually not actions we normally take, right? If you've never gone to the gym and you start going to the gym, well, you need to create this habit. These actions need to become a habit so that you don't have to think about them. You just do it, right? So when these outside influences come in, your friends pull you out from going to the gym, or again, unexpected expenses, you're trying to save money, it's not happening now. It's hard to get back on track because it hasn't become a habit yet. And some people think, oh, what's the big deal, right? I went to the gym for a week, I'm off one day, and I didn't go. What's the big deal? Well, think about this. Back to that analogy. You're on an airplane and you're flying from Los Angeles to New York. And your flight path gets affected by some wind and you're pushed off course by 1 degree. 1 little degree. No big deal, right? It's just 1 degree. What is going to happen if you stay on that course? You're only 1 degree off, right? Well, the distance between you and your goal, New York City, is so vast that that 1 degree difference will increase because as you're going more and more off course. That 1 degree is going more and more. So you don't even land anywhere near New York City. You're up in Canada somewhere, or if you're in I don't know, the Caribbean. Not a bad place to be, but still, you're completely off course. If you do not course correct soon, you will be completely lost. Same things happens on airplanes, right? They are always adjusting their course, or the computers are adjusting their course. They have their goal, they know exactly where they want to go. Outside influences are forcing this plane off course, and it's course correcting constantly. It's aware of what's going on around the airplane, around the flight, that's pushing them off course. We need to do the same thing when it comes to our goals, because there is never going to be a situation where there's not going to be anything that's trying to push you off course. It may be circumstances, it may be friends, it may be bad timing, it could be anything. But until these actions you're taking become a habit, then it's going to be easier to get back on course, right? But until they become a habit, it's going to be hard to get back on course. So you have to watch, you have to constantly track. What am I doing here? Is it working? Is it leading me towards my goal, or is it leading me away from my goal? Don't give up when you're off course. Can you imagine that? You're on the airplane, it's a 5-hour flight to New York City from Los Angeles, and an hour into it, the pilot goes, you know what? We're off course. I'm just going to land right here. We're in Colorado. Sorry. No, you would never fly that airline again. And you will never do that for your goals, will you? No, because if you're off course, you're going to course correct.